Testing. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it again. It's your boy Merlin the Magnificent. If we sound a little different, that's because we in the library with it right now. But look, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk. What we finna talk about is the Thunderbolts or the new Avengers, whichever. But we finna talk about that because I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I liked the movie. The movie was not a bad movie. But then again, our standards for a good Marvel movie are low nowadays, you know? So it may be the best of the worst, if we could call it that. Like, let's start off because I believe the plot of the movie, Valentina De Fontaine, whatever her name is, she sent the job squad, because that's what I'm gonna call them, the job squad, sent the jobber squad to kill each other. The job squad includes Yelena, US Agent, Ghost, and Taskmaster or Task Mistress, whichever. So they were all sent to take each other out. They failed at taking each other out. Then they met Bob. Bob is the Sentry, you know what I mean? Bob, he comes through. He doesn't know his up from his down or his left from his right. He's confused. He don't know what's going on. And Valentina gets hold of him and she's like, yeah, like, nah, like, you're really powerful, you know? Like, you should do this, you should do that. Honestly, I'm not finna break down this whole shit scene by scene, word by word, action by action. I'm not finna do that. But here's what I think. I think it's a step in the right direction. And I will say Florence Pugh, the young lady who played Yelena, she did her big one. You feel me? She did a great job. She showed some fire, showed some emotion, showed character. You know what I mean? But what I gotta say overall, oh, by the way, Taskmaster gets killed like within the first like couple of seconds in the movie. So that happened. On top of that, not only did that happen, Red Guardian, he gets in the mix because, you know, that's like Yelena's surrogate father, all that jazz. And I will say one thing about this movie is that you got to do your homework to really know who a lot of these characters are. And you got to go back and watch products, not very good ones, from like 4 years ago. So if you want to do that, go ahead. If you don't, I understand why. So basically the movie ends, or it before I even get to the end. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I did not write a script. I'm just freestyling off the dome. But for real, Sentry Bob, he starts to come more into his power, and as a result of that happening, the darker side of Bob takes over. You know, the darker side of Bob being his void personality takes over. He's able to disappear people, puts the entirety of Manhattan into absolute darkness. This guy's the real deal. And when they save Bob, when the team saves Bob, you know, that's kind of that. And Valentina, she pulled up and she's like, yo, these are the new Avengers, guys. This is what I told you, what we've been working on. This is what we've been doing behind the scenes. Look at the new Avengers. See, I told you they could stop them. But, you know, Yelena, she then proceeds to tell her, hey, like, we own that ass now. Like, we own you. You feel me? Like, you tried to make us kill each other, and then you tried to control Bob, and then when you realized that couldn't work, you pivoted, and now we're here. But we own you. We own that ass now, Miss De Fontaine. We own you. You feel me? And as they should be. You know, they should be on her, because she came out the gate moving crazy. High key. And not only on top of that, they called them the new Avengers at the end of the movie. I'm gonna be real, the only two Avengers worthy candidates on this team are Winter Soldier and Sentry. Everybody else is like a C-list, D-list character. Everybody, I'm like, bro, this is the Avengers. If I were living in the world of the MCU and you told me these were the new Avengers, I would try to find the nearest planet to evacuate to, because if this is Earth's mightiest heroes, we have a serious problem. Even Yelena at some point in the movie says so. All we do is just punch and shoot. Well, essentially, except for Bob, he's got more dip on his chip than everybody else. Like, I mean, Bucky's got the arm, the arm is metal, and it's not like he could shoot a repulsor blast out of it. It's just kind of there for cosmetics at this point. And apparently they tried to sue the Thunderbolts, or Sam Wilson, Captain African America. He tried to sue them boys at the end of the movie, talking about like, new Avengers, excuse me, like, nah, what about my team? By the way, what's the timeline of the MCU right now? Because I know Daredevil Wolverine is in the MCU kinda, and it kinda has its own thing going on, so it's not really in their timeline, so it doesn't really affect them. But when does the Thunderbolts take place? So does the Thunderbolts take place like after Captain America went Brave New World? I guess it does, because then we get a post-credit scene where 14 months later, they're looking out into space and they see a ship coming in. Spoilers. By the way, this entire thing is a spoiler review pretty much. But the ship come through and you see the ship turn and it has a big 4 on it. We already know what time it is on that side if we see the number 4 in the MCU. And it's pretty fantastic. But real shit, we already know what time it is. So I'm guessing Avengers Doomsday. The First Steps, Fantastic Four, that's going to be a pretty interesting movie because it's going to tie this together. So I'm guessing what happens is that their world gets destroyed and they were not able to protect them like Reed Richards had said they could in the Fantastic Four trailer. So that's going to be interesting to see. We're going to see what that's like. Man, having this be like one of the movies that's leading into Avengers Doomsday is crazy, because that is not an Avengers team. I like the Thunderbolts, but they're not an Avengers team. No one on that team really is Avengers worthy. I mean, Red Guardian's good, Yelena's good, Winter Soldier is good. Winter Soldier should be the leader of that team, if anything. Sentry is kind of like the most powerful guy here at this point. I guess he's the most powerful MCU hero. We don't know. We're gonna find out. But it was very interesting to see. It's a good movie, not a terrible movie. It's the best of the worst, and it's so far been the best thing in phase 5 of the MCU, other than like Deadpool and Wolverine. But is that phase 4 or phase 5? I can't count anymore. I don't think anyone else can either, and I don't think anyone else cares to at this point. This was cool. We like this. So I'm gonna watch the Fantastic Four when that comes out. Y'all boys gonna get a review. Oh, y'all definitely gonna get that Superman review too, because I love Superman. And James Gunn needs to do his thing with my boy Superman, or you're cooked and you're garbage. Another thing, random. Like, why does it feel like both of these movie studios making these superhero films are just scrambling for anything right now? Because we're a couple of movies away from the next Avengers movie, which is crazy. And somehow Peacemaker is interacting with Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, when he was interacting. I don't even know. You tell me. You tell me, man. And we're gonna see. We're gonna be back at the next video. I'm gonna get some reviews out, get some reviews recorded. I appreciate y'all for listening, if you've been listening. And I'm out of this thing, man. Merlin said it. And tell me, did you like Thunderbolts? Was Thunderbolts good? Like, comment, and subscribe and let me know. Merlin said it. I'm out.